What up, what up, what up? It is the kickoff to season 3, split number 3, year 2. It's the Shark Cove. I've got the Shark Cove gear. I've got the Shark Cove cup. Kevin's kitted out and some other things. And so, yes, he's going to be one of the guests as we discuss the LPL, the LCK, and then everybody's favorite, their best ball teams. Some people had some pretty interesting strategies, and I don't think that they're going to go very well, but we'll discuss it in depth. So the man who drafted almost an entire OMG team himself, the man that comes from a wonderful family, but runs so bad. It is Mr. Kevin. What's going
on? What's up? Good to see you, bud.
It's good to be in the Eastern time zone where we're kind of in a normal place, right? Somebody that's not in the Eastern time zone, a mainstay on the show, the world champion for DraftKings League of Legends, the man himself, West Coast, Mr. Moose. How are you?
Let's fucking go. I'm back.
You are back. All right. And it wouldn't be a worldwide show if we didn't span across the globe and go across the pond to where I think it's about 2 a.m. We've got Mr. Nathan. How are you?
Doing great, bud. Doing phenomenal. 12:30, not too late yet.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all right. That makes it okay. Slightly all right, guys. Yeah. Well, super exciting. We kicked off the show with a little graphic. No one has seen or heard from Gelati for weeks. I was a bit worried. I put that milk carton out. It was out this morning. It was almost like a bat signal, and Gelati messaged me and said he was in the mountains. I don't know what he's doing. He's not in Discord, but he's okay. So we're good from there. There's a bit of concern. But other than that, how are you guys doing? The last time I saw you, Moose, you were getting into a flight or getting into an airport after a wonderful morning that we had in Atlanta, trying to find food and dealing with the pleasantries of the people of that city.
That was a great experience. Nate, you suck for not coming, but it was a great experience.
Oh, it's up. Come on. It's a tough ask for the guy that didn't even get one entry out of round 1 to make the trip to Atlanta.
Hey, the hospitality for the first round exits were great. I can speak for that myself. They were so kind to us.
I ran so badly for first round exits for Evil Geniuses to come back and to lose that game. I am still, tilting it, but it's all right. No regrets, I guess, playing that. So
I only played one entry the entire time, right?
I go further back, Nathan. I go further back because I only had one entry in that first round, and it's because you stole 2 of my entries in an EU Masters slate at the end of spring. If I had had those 2, I surely would have moved on to the second round. And if I had moved on to the second round, I know I would have been in the finals where I would have unsanctimoniously lost, finished 6th, 7th, or 8th or something like that. So you delayed the disappointment for me, or you didn't delay the disappointment. You made it come faster. But look, dude, had you come, we could have gotten everybody in there. We had 50 people in the suite. It was amazing. You just needed 1 ticket. That's it. We had 2, but you just needed 1. So. Well, all right, guys, let's talk about this. The best ball drafts have all but been completed for the LPL, LCK. We're waiting on a couple picks. Believe it or not, one of the first drafts we started is going to be one of the last ones to be completed. And, before we get into those drafts, we can now kind of talk about, I don't know, our outlooks on some of these teams, how we feel about some of these teams, maybe even create a little bit of a tier list for these teams. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move this. I got a 2002 or 22, not 2002. See, it's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. Settings. What am I even doing here?
I was barely even born in 2002.
I was chilling 5 years old. Let's go.
Yeah, 2.
I was graduating high school. So here we go. Here we go. Actually, we got to get the teams here.
Ooh,
so you love it. You love it. I love it too.
Feel like LS. Tier maker.
Why not, man? Why not? Let's start with it. We don't look the lines for the LPL LCK aren't out. There are a couple other lines that are out. We're not going to.
Are they not out anymore? They were out.
The LCK were. I didn't see the LPL. In terms of like the first round or the first games.
They haven't.
They don't have them up yet for like games, but for futures they do. Obviously,
they've got futures. Yeah.
Let's talk futures then. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, we can
the
talk
house
futures.
under that.
Well, we be gaming, baby. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Well, any thank you, Captain Obvious. Anything else for the stream today?
I like JDG personally.
Wow, really?
I think we can move JDG into the S tier. Let's go ahead and put that out there. One of the things about the best ball drafts that I thought was kind of interesting is that the very first draft that kicked off, I think I was picking like 6th. Doesn't really fit the narrative that Kevin has in terms of myself giving me the first pick all of the time. But I was picking 6th, or maybe it was even 7th, and Kanavi fell to me. He didn't fall further than 3 in any other draft, I don't think. The question, of course, is like, is Kanavi going to be this head and shoulders above all of the other junglers? I mean, obviously, if they win all their games, sure. But let's say they go 14-2 or something like 13-3. Do you still think that there's going to be that large of a gap between him and the next man up, Nathan?
Probably not. I mean, it just depends. I mean, there's just so much variance in like the kill totals in general. I don't think. I mean, like obviously he's the guy you want if you can pick any jungler in the league to have. He's the one you want, just as a basis. But like because the way like best ball works, I don't think he's like that important in terms of like if you get him by himself and you don't have any other JDG with him, like what's the point?
What do you mean?
It's kind of brutal when it comes to the finals. So
I have a counterpoint. Kanavi was the highest scoring player in the world last year, so yeah, maybe that's why you would want him.
Is your goal to stack?
No, sure, you would want him, but like when it comes down to it, like to the last week or whatever, you're gonna want to have some sort of full stack of a team when you're getting to playoffs. I guess.
In the LPL 100 that I did, most of it on the plane, so I really had no clue what the hell I was drafting. But in the LPL 100 that we did, 3 players got selected before Kanavi. It was Knight, Photic, and Ruler.
You must have been in one of the drafts. I'm guessing if Photic was picked that early, it was Wandalik who did it because that dude just like full stacks V5 or ninjas in pajamas. Whatever you want to call him.
I did do that. I did stack a lot of V5 in my combo. So yeah.
You think he still would have stacked them if he knew that they were no longer V5?
No,
perhaps.
Absolutely not. V5 for Worlds, baby.
So the question I have, I think we're all in agreement here with JDG being an S tier team. I mean, I think that was reflected in the futures. It was reflected in the fact that almost in every single draft, maybe that first one was one of them that they came around, but they were usually picked in the top 7. Like the team was gone. Do we put Top Esports in that same S tier? Is this a team that we see living up to the hype? I mean, they've replaced Knight, but they did it with Rookie.
Yes.
Kevin, what do you think?
I think, it depends on how you define S tier. If S is like teams that can win the league, then yeah, Top Esports is definitely there. Like, I mean, if you're going to replace Knight with anyone, I mean, I think Knight's the best mid laner in the world, but I mean, Rookie's right there. So, I mean, it's a pretty lateral move. He gets reunited with his buddy Jackie Love. I wish they would have brought the Shy over, but
Did
We can't be
anybody?
greedy.
We haven't seen Knight since Worlds, and he wasn't at Worlds, so
No, Knight was at Worlds
no, he wasn't.
for top esports.
He was not there.
I think you're thinking of
He
Chovy.
was
Chovy wasn't
MIA
there.
the entire time, bro. I didn't see Knight at all. I don't know
Knight
where
did
he
have a
went.
pretty bad Worlds. Yes, I agree.
He had a
But
bad Worlds.
To be fair, we haven't seen anybody since Worlds for the most part. Some of these smaller tournaments don't really count that much. We do get excited about them, and we think that we've learned something from it. But I mean, have we really? I mean, Nathan hopes so because Weibo winning the Weibo Cup.
Nah,
I
come
don't
on.
know.
That's the most prestigious tournament of the year. Now that they've locked that one in, it's only uphill now. They can't lose.
I totally missed that one.
It's
How
just-
was it?
Mhm.
Weibo Cup.
Weeby game and just dominating everyone. The Shy
Hey.
is going 7-90 in one game and just winning.
Shy had 10 deaths one match, I'm pretty sure. And then
It was
his team had 33 kills and he had like participated in
3 KP. It's like on.
So look, I'm pretty excited because Nathan, you said that now that you're over at Underdog, you're going to be doing more than just kill props. You might be doing some death props, perhaps. Will we see the Shy maybe pop up with a rivals death, like the Shy, the rest of the team in a win death prop, or like in a loss death prop?
The Shy
Like,
versus
are you going to create a whole new category? It's like the Shy versus the rest of the team only plays if the team loses, and the team gets like a 5.5 adjustment or something. Right?
No,
I would
Nathan.
love to put in some weird things like that. That specifically probably not feasible.
Well, that could be like a Taco Tuesday type of thing. $25 max bet.
Should we steal the branding too and just take the image
call it
from
Taco
Prize Picks
Tuesday.
and just put it on?
You could just call it a pizza party pick.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Great idea.
No, Nathan, what you need-
PPP.
I would
Nathan,
love
what you
to offer the Shy death props. I would not be able to offer kill props to the other team, which like kind of is an issue. But I think the Shy death props would be like really funny. Maybe I'll do it for like map 3, the Shy deaths, and just like
Nathan, this is what you got to do. So, like on one of the 2-game slates where there's like the Shy's team versus someone, and then there's like one team that's like plus 900. You take the Shy versus the plus 900 support and see who dies more.
oh god.
It's got to be the Shy.
Okay. Well,
The guy,
yeah.
the guy and the Shy.
Well, I'll try that one time.
All right. Well, we'll talk about this a little bit more once Nathan gets me a Shark Cove affiliate link for that said site. Otherwise, we're just driving traffic there that can't, help out the show and the production and things that go on. Is there any other team for any of you that you feel like kind of is in this S tier? I think that your definition of it earlier, Kevin, in terms of teams that can win the league. I think that that's a little bit too broad. I think that probably fits into the S and the A. I think the S is kind of like teams that we expect to maybe even have a bye, if not less than that, in that whatever weird playoff situation they have. So, I mean, I'll start with you, Moose, because I haven't called on you to begin. Do you have anybody else in this S tier?
No, this is it.
Nathan, do you have anybody else in this S tier?
I'll let you guys put them in the A tier instead of the S tier. It's fine.
Kevin, do you have anybody in the S tier?
Weibo.
All right, I second it. I'll let someone else said it, so I'm hopping in. I'll second it. I mean, they're just a good team. I mean,
I think Kevin's just trolling a little bit here.
No, I love Weibo.
no, come on.
Oh my God.
I mean, if we're putting top esports in there who just like never win.
This isn't who's going to win. This is who should win. Maybe it's Knight that's the choker. Maybe we should take JDG out of that. But okay, so we're good with those three. I think maybe you can elevate Weibo off of their 3-1 Weibo Cup win over BLG, who I think is probably a team that we need to put into the A tier here.
Yeah.
But who else? Who else goes in this A tier? There are a couple of teams, but there's a lot of questions surrounding it. Do you feel like there are any other teams that you can confidently lay down a statement here on the first episode of season 3, year 2 of the Shark Cove that can win the league? Is there another A tier team in your mind?
Are we counting out RNG because they lost Yahoo? Like they have pretty much a full team, do they not?
I was gonna put him at A. I was gonna put him A.
Even if they bring their academy mid laner, which is like Tang Wong or whatever, he's still decent. Like it's still a really good team.
No, they're good. They're good. Like they should have no problem.
There is a mid laner that is not signed that would probably fit pretty well into that team.
Forge.
Dropped by.
Hey, look, we'll get to AL. AL is on the opening night, if I'm not mistaken. I think they play IG, so that'll be great on the slate. But look, what about Cryan? What if Cryan was there? I know that the rumor is maybe Angel or something like that. I think there are a lot of fits. I'm okay putting them in the A tier. I think they're in like the lower part of the A tier. I don't know if I can like put them over here. But I'm okay with that. So like I think there are 2 other teams or 3 other teams that we kind of consider in here, and I'm going to run through these and just see if anybody has a feeling, anything that you want to say about it. EDG has been gutted. Do we think that EDG belongs in this A tier, or are we just not sure about EDG, or are we absolutely sure that they don't belong here?
I like EDG as a team, but I don't know if they're an A tier team. I think they're still they're still a decent team. They're still pretty good compared to the rest of the league that's not already up there. They're still like pretty high up there.
What about LNG? We've got Scout, Tarzan, LP.
LP and Zeke are tough to get behind.
Some of those games were tough to watch. LP and Hang trying to lane, but yeah, I don't think anybody else belongs in A. I think RNG something in the best ball that I saw. I think they were slipping way too far. I think that's a mistake that I made. Is that I honestly don't even know if I realized that they had the same other 4 players as they did last year.
One player was gone.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, it's rebuilding, and then I was like, wait, they kept everyone else.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I don't know, like I'm not like a Xiaohu hater, but I don't think that he's very good, but I think he's more of a supportive mid. Like, I don't think that he's like the Knight or the Chovy that's gonna like demand all the resources. Like, he's more than happy to play the supportive champions like Cryan. So I think that bringing in another mid laner, even if it was
Twisted Fate just got a buff. Pretty exciting. Maybe we'll see him a little bit more. It's always good when Twisted Fate's on the Rift. All right, so if we're not going to put anybody else in the A tier, and I think that there's questionably a couple of these teams that might belong there, I'm going to go to another team that I think that maybe we're overlooking a bit because they did, just like RNG, lose arguably their best player, which was Rookie and this Ninja in Pajamas V5 team. We don't know who their top laner is, and that certainly plays a big role in this. But Xiao Bao played just as well, if not better, than Karsa at times last split. When Dream stepped in for Rookie, this team did not lose a step. They did lose PP God, and maybe that's a big deal. But I think that this team, aside from Wandalik, a lot of people are sleeping on them. I think that they absolutely belong in at no worse the B tier, but possibly even in that A tier. Does anybody have any type of, qualms about that? Or are we just going to move them along with LNG into this B tier?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the B tier is going to be pretty a lot of teams in there. Like, I believe personally that EDG should probably go in there as well. And I think given that like we don't have an E tier, like I feel like I might be overvaluing them, but I do not hate Fun Plus this year, like whatsoever. I think that like obviously Hacker's not the best player, but the rest of the team I feel like isn't bad. So like compared to the others, unless you want to like just jam pack the D tier with every single team left on the list.
Well, look, I mean, here's the thing. I think like the B tier, these are teams that can like reasonably make the playoffs. And so I think FPX is one that we can discuss. I think EDG is one that we can discuss. But let's go to one that I think that we're probably going to have a consensus. I think that this is a team that was drafted in the best balls, sometimes a little bit late, but some of us have quite a few of these. And the recent news of the signing of PP God, not Jerry, to play the support role, does OMG belong in this B tier to you? Do they take that step? I mean, for me, OMG was always this kind of gatekeeper team recently. They used to be a D tier team, but they were a team that basically would maybe outpunch one team that they shouldn't have beat, but they were going to lose to 2 teams that they should have. And then outside of that, they were going to kind of handle their business against bad teams and lose to good teams. Is this the split where maybe they turn that page? They have continuity with their lineup for the most part, something that we're valuing highly in RNG based on their success more than anything. But is this the split where maybe they steal 2 of those wins and they don't give up any of those bad losses and kind of comfortably make it into the playoffs?
I don't know. I'm not the one talking about analysis of games, but I feel like whenever I watch them, I feel like it's just a sloppy game in a lot of aspects.
This is true, but moving forward into the future, do we believe that they're going to clean things up this year? Moose, are you a believer in the boy Cream? Is he able?
No, they're an 8-8 team, man.
An 8-8 team is a B tier team to me.
No, I think an 8-8 team, a team that goes 500 is probably a C tier team. But if you think it's a B tier to be 500 in the LPL, then okay. But I think they're either going.
That makes the playoffs. That makes the playoffs. We're taking a top and a bottom half here.
Yeah, I mean,
and if we throw,
it's the same squad, right? It's just it's the same squad, right?
Well, they added PP God.
Oh. Yeah, but it's the same squad.
Jesus Christ.
PP God's not the end all be all of changing the fact that Cream and Abel can throw games by themselves.
Well, this is true, but he is a significant upgrade over Cold, and he's a significant upgrade over Jerry. You don't think that he picks them up one extra game?
Yeah, maybe.
Whether it be costing them a game or winning them a game, don't think that.
But look at LNG and V5. In a best of 3, do we see OMG winning 2-1 with either of those guys?
I think that they can beat LNG. I think that they can beat the 35. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that's what the people said with their best ball picks. Look, you guys aren't believers. I don't feel like Kevin is, because he's a kind of a chalky guy as it stands. He loves the favorites, hates the dogs. Kevin, how are you feeling about this underdog team OMG that's just been disparaged? Are you going to force me to put them in the C tier, or are you going to back my B tier play here?
No, I think they're B tier only because I think that all these other, I think ADG is also B tier, by the way, but OMG is because every team got worse in my opinion, other than 3 teams. So the LPL is kind of weird this year. Is there's one massive favorite, and then everyone else kind of has questions other than that one team. And OMG stayed the same, and they've just constantly been a low ceiling, high floor team. They're going to be in the 8 range. They're going to lose their first playoff game probably 3-1, and they're going to give up a lot of kills. They're going to get a lot of kills. I think they're a solid team, and at least early on in the year, they're not going to have. I don't think they're going to have the continuity issues that a lot of these teams are going to have. They stayed together, and I think they're just a solid team. I don't think they can win the league, but I'd be pretty surprised if they don't make the playoffs. So I think B tier, end of B tier is fine.
I think that they can make a run and steal. This is all ahead of seeing anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if they stole a game like they were previous iterations of LNG or RA that snuck into the playoffs and just ran good. And no, PP God's name is based off of his name. His name's Peng Peng or something like that. Just go to his fandom. It says it right there. There's one other team and that I want to bring up before we make a decision on EDG and FPX. I don't feel like either of those teams are B tier teams because we just don't know enough about EDG, in my opinion. And FPX,
who's even on FPX?
You got Hacker, so you lose Clid for all the things that we want to talk about in terms of Clid not necessarily being the best in fantasy production. He's a pretty good jungler. Fearness, kind of a step down from Summit. We saw that. But my question here,
I don't know if they start.
Is he going to start? The Jallahu guy.
Yeah, Jallahu is probably going to play, I think.
Care is solid. LWX is solid.
Support's not great.
I have no idea who Layla
is. He's below average in like everything in wins and in losses. So
I'm willing to move.
Paul.
I think that they're like close to B tier. I wouldn't be surprised if either of these teams made the playoffs and did something in the league. But like I haven't seen enough from EDG. I have seen enough from Hale and from GT and from parts of this team. Losing Scout and Viper is huge. Like it's enormous. Replacing him with what, Toxic Fofo and some dude named Leave.
Yeah, but for as toxic as Fofo is, the guy's good.
He's good.
Well, I mean, but
Leave
Icon was
is
playing
crazy.
over him last split, right? Like, so I mean, how toxic do you have to be?
Wait,
to
who
get
was
put
playing
into
over
that
him?
position? Wasn't I? No, I'm thinking something.
Oh yeah.
No,
It
I'm
was,
right.
it was
right?
no, it was what was it 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago where he got benched because he said some wild things.
He's
Oh,
been.
I thought they
he's been all the
benched
time.
me. Wait,
Both. I think they were just benching both of them. Honestly, Kevin, it was just stupid.
Fofo, what a guy! He's way better than he ends up showing.
So there's one team here that we haven't ranked, but I'm curious because this was a team that was on the verge, I think, of being a B tier team. At times, felt like they were an A tier team. They were never very good for fantasy, and they were never really all that good in terms of the books' views of them. It's of course Thunder Talk Gaming. Moose, how do we feel about you, Cal, and the guys on this team? We've got, I think it's what, Wong Fong is on the team now, right?
Yeah.
I like them, bro. I like this team. They bring in.
Are they a B tier team for you?
Yeah, for me they're a B tier team.
Nathan.
Just the absolute disrespect to Fun Plus Phoenix and EG here. Just the disrespect. We're gonna put Thunder Talk up there and not.
I
them.
like TT. Whatever you think, maybe you think differently, but I
This
like it.
conversation.
Nathan, I'm just TT is going to outperform both of these teams. EDG would they're going to outperform FPX. EDG is kind of.
I'll take bets on that. I'll house bets on that.
All right. We're gonna throw $25 on it, right?
We need to get Avalanche Casino up and running.
No, I don't know if he's doing it this year. I can ask him.
I didn't watch last week or whatever but from what I saw in the during the Demacia Cup, I was pretty impressed. I don't know. It seemed like they were a little bit more together.
Independent LDL teams.
No, they played BLG a bunch.
BLG youth or junior though, right?
Yeah, I'm looking match history. Here we go. What we got?
No, they played BL. They lost 3-2.
They played BLG. That is true.
They were.
I mean,
I don't know. They just seemed like they got it together. It's just all about what picks they get. Like if they get their like signature champs, then they play well.
Yeah, I mean the team.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's almost the same team. They just replaced Puff with Wong Fong, right?
Yeah, which is definitely.
Yeah, but they got Lucas as well. Yeah, but
I have no idea anything about Xin Liu or
It's Lucas.
Lucas, bro.
It's Lucas from.
Oh,
IG.
that's Lucas.
Yeah.
He just made his name more Chinese.
I feel very confident here putting TT over FPX and EDG. EDG is more of an unknown for me. And what I do know about them, controversy in the jungle, an underperformer in top lane, a toxic mid laner. This just doesn't feel good to me. This doesn't feel good to me. I'm sorry. So then we're left with 6 other teams. Let's do this. Let's put these all in the D tier, and then let's discuss bringing them into the C tier. Let's start with first and foremost the team that it just gets an unreal amount of love. Ran so good until they started playing good teams last year. Anyone's Legend. Nathan, I'm going to start with you.
Do I like them as a team?
Do we feel that this team belongs anywhere but this D tier?
They lost Forge. They're playing Sword Art. I mean, like, they're a team that's going to be great for, like, fantasy purposes because when they win, they're just going to go nuts. But, like, are they good? No. There are a few teams in this D tier that are way better than them, in my opinion.
Would you say that they're sneaky? Would you say they're sneaky?
Oh, Betty's super sneaky still, always. But
That is always sneaky.
How are you
They
so
just-
low on? How are you so low on anyone's legend?
dude, they're just not a good team. Like,
They
Okay,
beat
but
all
like,
the bad teams. They ran good against teams that they like that were bad. Like, and they beat every one of them
they
for the
are
most
good
part.
at,
And
like,
like that's
yeah.
that's all they did. Like, they're not going to do that again. They're going to lose to all these
You're-
B tier teams and up, and they're going to lose a couple of these games to other teams. I think anyone legend loses to IG. I think IG is one of the teams that is being most slept on in this 6 here. I think IG has a less than terrible season. I don't think they did make the playoffs, but Kevin, do you think IG, anyone's legend, do they both belong in this D tier? Who would you put first? We'll rank these. We'll put these guys in order and how we feel. I actually feel like this should go here. This should be here. And then, yeah, I think we're in order running through it like this.
Let me look at the order real quick. Yeah. I disagree on EDG and FPX. Let's see. LGD. I don't even know who's on these teams. Like,
You got Meteor.
like, who's, like,
LGD's got Meteor. They got Meteor. They got LPC.
Meteor.
What if they have
Two years. Okay, Meteor. Okay.
That's all they need is they got the best
Dude,
jungler in the world.
Meteor,
Oh
last time
my
Meteor
god,
played
the
a-
Ultra Prime's got the 2018 IG roster. Holy shit.
Last time,
Okay,
last time
so
Meteor
let's see, we
played
got
a game, bro, was like so
oh
long ago. Last time Meteor played a game, Gugs wasn't in the Discord.
god,
FanDuel
okay,
is
so
still allowed
IG's
to
going
let this
IG's
be
going
fast.
last for me. LGD second to last, RA third to last, UP fourth to last.
Why are you
AL
organizing them in the
AL
Discord? Some of them
second,
don't belong
WE
in the
first.
Disc here.
You
And
don't like
none
the
of
Kings at
these
all this
teams
year?
belong in C tier. I
Like,
think there's like a
this team is, like-
significant.
Are
I
you
mean,
kidding me?
Gideon and
man?
Dove are not bad. On Wink is a pretty brutal bot lane.
Are you
But
really this bearish?
Nobody
boys?
ever said I was a professional tout spell. Like
sorry,
Does
what,
it for
what
free.
did you wait for?
feelings
What
play,
did you wait
feelings, feelings player.
I think you guys are highly underrating AL and RA.
I don't.
Who's on RA? Go look. I don't know who's on RA.
They
It's the
got
same team but worse.
Oh, it's the same
the
team.
same team,
Yeah,
but
they
worse.
sucked ass last year. They're gonna suck again this year.
I mean,
Like,
you
yeah,
do
but
get rid of
They
Iboy.
can't get any worse.
Yeah,
like,
well,
they had
did
like
get
the
rid of
worst
Iboy.
year.
Okay, that's
assume
not
or whatever
great.
the hell you want to call
Who
him.
the hell is Assume?
He was the LGD starter last year.
Oh, he was pretty good for DFS.
He
I
backed
don't
up
know if he
Han
was any
Fong
good.
for like 2 years.
Pretty ham. I gotta enter my football lineup.
I don't think they're that bad, bro. I
Go
don't
to
think
somebody
RA is
else.
that bad.
So Moose, how do you rank these? What do you got them like this? Something like you got? Like
I think
RA?
RA's in the C tier, bro.
Oh God.
You think RA's in the C?
Oh.
Yeah, might as well
What?
let her talk to the S
Oh
tier,
my god,
honestly. Fuck
yo,
it.
cut the real. Are you guys kidding me right now? Like,
Who invited
This team-
Jelani on the show?
there's-
What is the RA love?
Let's take a look at this.
it's the same team. They just slightly worse.
They sucked. They sucked. What are you talking about?
They
Like, who
can't
cares?
get any
It's the
worse.
same team that did
Who's
terrible last
BKR?
year,
Who is
but they
that?
got
I don't
worse.
know.
I don't care. The other guy was trash.
Wait, so they were ninth in spring last year,
Look, Cube,
and then they
Cube
were
can only get better.
16th
Okay.
in summer. They were 16.
Look, I hate Cube. Okay, like I despise the guy, but like I at least can respect the fact that he's a veteran, and I like Leon is not bad. Like he had like a nut worse. Like obviously the team had a nut worse season, but Leon is still a good player. And
Like,
Strive,
people
you
keep
know,
telling me that, but like it's not like he's gonna.
You've been telling me Leon
this
is so
season.
good for 3 years now, and this guy is not good. He's like the most overrated player I've ever seen.
no, he's overrated for sure, but he's not.
Yeah, you're overrating him right now. You like there's
I
like
don't think
four
they're that bad,
people.
bro.
There are 4 people that are big on Leon, and I'm
Rare Adam's gonna start
slowly
South.
falling out of that.
They're
So
gonna start Southwind at support, and you're gonna say they're belong in the B tier, C tier.
Has Southwind ever played with
Oh,
another 80
God.
carry other than the one dude that he's played with his entire career? Wink, right?
Didn't he play with
Has he ever
Wink?
played
That
Has he
kid
ever
is
played
really
a game
hard to
with anyone else other than Wink?
bro, Wink is a
never-
support right
yeah.
now, and I think he's better than Southwind.
I've
As a
never
I don't know.
seen a player give less of a fuck than Southwind, dude. Okay,
I
keep him
feel
on
like
the
they're
D
gonna
tier.
still play Southwind over BKR. Didn't they play Southwind during the
Bro, have you
Master
seen him
whatever?
play? Have you watched him play? He does not care. Like he has zero emotion.
Someone doesn't give a fuck.
He does not care.
All right,
It's
all right,
like Dana
all
White
right.
in Ultimate Fighter. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Guys. Let's
Dana
completely transition this into a conversation less about the LPL. I don't even think we're going to get into the LCK. Sorry, anybody that's watching for that. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure a
We
lot
can
of people
talk
care
about the
that
LCK.
league.
We can talk about them in terms of the drafts here. So this is the LPL 25 best ball draft. I'm going to give you guys a minute. You can pull it up on your own screens, other tabs. I want to know who you guys think won this draft.
Well, not me.
Well, you weren't in this.
What the fuck?
That's really would have been
Who
helpful
won?
if somebody had the
Final two picks,
was-
but who cares? What is this?
I hate my answer.
Oh god, I think we're gonna have the same answer.
I don't like this answer, but
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's pretty good. Ooh.
Prodigy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Prodigy as well.
I was looking at
Prodigy
Prodigy.
wins this
too.
draft.
I was looking at
I
Prodigy.
think Prodigy, and then
Oh my dear.
Corey, and then
Oh,
Ben
geez.
OD.
The last three are pretty solid.
Why would your second pick be Wayward? Who is this law guy?
Well, I mean, your second pick is coming back. It's
I picked Wayward in the first
Bro, who
round.
gets out of bed with Jean on the table and goes, "Yeah, give me Wayward."
It's more about win equity than I think like scoring.
He's going for the 2022 stack, not 2023 with Knight and Wave.
look,
Bro,
some of these
Wayward is so
drafts,
frustrating.
like we'll go through it, and you can pick that one out. I think Wayward went entirely too early. There's way too much equity put into like the top on a winning team, but like that top esports team, the biggest concern that I have is he doesn't score a lot of points. Like Wayward doesn't score a lot of points, even if they do win. So can I get somebody that's better than Wayward?
Well, does he now that Knight's gone?
That's the first top off the board. Look how late Breeze went.
369.
It's not 369.
369, yeah.
So
Well,
this
369
draft
belongs there.
Well, look, this draft started, I think, before almost any other draft. However, Cookies completely cockblocked this and made this draft take so long. It's okay. It's all right. It happens. That's why we do slow drafts.
Time. You got 6 more days.
We got 6 more days. Exactly. We got 2 picks, 6 days. It's all good. Look, one thing that we will see in any team that Jordan has picked is he's gone heavy on AL. It appears that Jordan has only one backer in Moose and 2 other people that are pretty confident that this guy is going to have a hard time making the playoffs. However, 369 and Crisp, I think Crisp was criminally underdraft in some of these, making it. I think I picked him up in like the 5th round of one of the combos, but
no chance.
The combos is way.
I was in there. He was picked 1st or 2nd round.
The LPL
Alright,
draft is way different than the combos.
Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the LPL 50. This one, Kevin has a team that's in here. Nathan has a team. Moose, you and I get to kind of pick who we think won this draft, and let's take a look at it.
But you're in this.
You're in this too.
I'm in it too. So Moose, you tell us.
Moose, that team is right. That's a pretty good team. Look at it.
So basically, I get to pick, and you guys can all suck it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at your 3. All right.
Kev, take the loss here.
Dude, my team is so bad.
No, this is why Kevin is behind OMG. He earlier we saw why he was putting them in a B tier. He's trying to will them into
team
this
is
team.
atrocious.
Kevin, bro, I'll have what you're having. What is happening? I'm looking down this list and I'm just thinking.
We know he was cut. We just have. We
don't
know who to edit.
Wayward 1st round.
What the fuck?
I'll change it whenever. Just because Prodigy is out here drafting players he doesn't want to draft, so I don't get them. I didn't want missing, but I didn't want you.
Bro, you had. Okay, hold on. I mean, let me see Nate's. Let's see what we got. Nate, light, crisp, Carsa. Okay, I see what you did there, Nate. Nate. I'm gonna give it to Emmerich. I think Emmerich won.
I feel good about my team here. I do.
He doesn't have a support, which is concerning.
The guy drafted 20.
I got PP God. I
PP
got PP God and on.
Yeah. On went like 2, 2, and 3 in a 25 kill win the other day in the Weibo Cup.
Yeah, but
Those two kills are huge. Like he consistently gets over that two kills in the series. So
Yeah,
he's somebody that's
gonna
gonna
over a lot.
it's gonna cost a lot of money to Nathan if people catch on.
why didn't you take like Hung or something?
Who, me?
No, Emmerich.
I took
See,
it on
looking
because
back at this
it's
draft,
a
I think-
stack with Zoom.
No, it's a stack with Zoom because those players definitely correlate.
Looking
Well,
back
they
at
win
this draft,
together.
I
Yeah,
should
they
have
do.
taken-
There is some level of correlation.
I don't know if you
yes.
know, but like, have you watched On play a game? Because he doesn't play with the team.
No, he doesn't. He's doing his own thing.
Bro, when BLG wins the league,
I like
Otto's still looking
I
for
like
his
the
first
mix-up.
50-point game.
This was like one of the more entertaining like mix-ups. But yeah, no, here I think I'd probably give it to Chris. I think it was just a really strong draft.
So look, my thought here is 3-6-9, best top, Jackie Love, at least top 5 in scoring, for the ADC position. Interesting bet that I got even money on. And I think that's fair. I think that top 5 is a fair spot. Maybe I have a little bit of advantage.
I love the light pick. The light pick was sick. I think light is like insanely, and like he can easily be the top scoring player.
He could, but one thing that I know about Nathan's best ball teams throughout the
they're not worse or what?
They never win.
they're usually like they're like OMG.
If I stack a team, I go heavy on one team and they never do well.
You do it in
Nathan-
every
Nathan,
draft.
when
It's like
all is
no
said and
hedging
done-
at all. It's like, all right, if LNG's good last year, Nathan wins every single league.
If Weibo's good this
So-
year, I do not lose.
So I think the thing is that like Nathan is even these teams that like if they're really good, he's going to win. If they fall a little bit short as they typically do, then he's like OMG. He's like OMG FPX. Sometimes he's going to make the playoffs, sometimes he's not. And look, that's all you need is you get the chance, you get in there, and magic can happen. It just hasn't.
I like 3 ones last year, didn't I? Swear. Like
I don't think I sent you any money. No, at least in summer. Summer was bad for you.
No, I might have lost semifinals. Yeah, summer was brutal. Definitely not.
So let's move into the hundreds.
Wait, I got something to say. Wait, so what would you guys have done in my position, like from the 8 spot? So like, my thought
anything
process
else,
was
fucking anything else, bro.
So okay, I'm gonna tell you my thought process.
Wait,
So
Amber,
it
can you
was-
just like? I'm gonna hold on. Which one are we on? The 100? We're on the 50.
The 50 LPL, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna like copy and like cut and paste some stuff real quick and then come back to it. I just don't want to lose it. But I don't want to I want to give us the whole board.
See
Oh,
what Kevin could have done.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So okay, so I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you my thought process.
Oh my god, bro, Kevin.
What do you mean?
I take a mid and a jungler from Weibo Gaming.
Okay, no, okay. So this was.
You're gonna go on Jackie Love and Rookie. Like, I mean,
Okay.
come on.
Let me tell you my thought process. So my thought process is so
What could you do?
okay.
You
all
could
right.
stack top esports. You could stack Weibo.
Shut up.
Okay,
He just
Jesus
stacked up
Christ.
these points the wrong way.
So what I thought was gonna happen, and I guess I should have known because BLG was going further in other drafts. So I'm pretty high on BLG, and then I was like, okay, I think top esports going to be the second best team. So it's like I want to get support and top lane, which are usually the 2 like lower scoring positions. And then looking at the BLG roster, June, Yagao, and Elk are the ones I have priority on. So my thought process is I take the 2 top esports guys that will hopefully just like they'll score fine and wins. They'll get a lot of wins, like 70s for a support, 70s for a top laner. And then I come back and get either June, Yagao, or Elk, 1 or 2 of those guys. So that was my thought process. But I think that was bad because BLG started rising. And none of those 3 players made it back to me on the turn. So at that point I was kind of fucked.
So
Yeah, I mean, I think the easiest play here was Jackie Love Rookie. I mean, just 100%. That's what I would have done probably.
yeah,
I was thinking about
not a lot
later
of
rounds.
top tier teams. You kind of need to start stacking like the high scoring ADC mid kind of early, especially when you're not getting another pick for another 15 picks after you make your pick, where all of the ADCs are going pretty much in that range, if that's gone yet.
Well,
All right,
a bit of
Nathan,
a struggle.
can
Bit of a
you put
struggle.
it back in?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, look, like Jackie Love falling to me here was just ridiculous. Chris falling here is just it's a byproduct of Dream, but I mean, I guess Gala went really, really far. Like this draft, like nobody was big on RNG, and if Allen stacked them, then well,
No, that's definitely one of my biggest probably leaks in these drafts was not taking RNG high enough. I agree with Kevin on that.
Oh, look, this is a really good comment, Kevin.
Hey, me and Everett talked about this. John literally won a league drafting Lebrov in the first round, so it can be done.
No. So what I said is I was like, look, I learned my lesson. I didn't invite John to any of these leagues because the guy comes in after not watching league, just blind picks Lebrov in the 2-hole and
Lebrov
fucking wins the league
points.
because just guy runs amazing in terms of basketball. So let's get to the LPL 100. This is going to be a league that myself and Kevin will go ahead and grade on the basis that both Moose and Nathan were here. I think Nathan got a amazing Chris pick here in the third. But let's take a look here.
Oh yeah, wait before you guys go into it. Yeah, that was one of the things I was say earlier. Is like this was one of the drafts that moved quickly, and no one was high on Weibo Gaming in this draft. But as we started new drafts, everyone was like, oh, wait, people are picking them. Like, Chris and Nathan are picking them pretty early here, or whoever, Moose picked them. Let's start just kicking them way early. And then I started getting worse stacks, which is frustrating.
That's how I felt about BLG is like, okay, me and Emmerich started taking BLG players, and everybody's like, wait.
That's how I felt about Kanavi. Like, I picked him 7th. I'm like, this is great.
That's how I felt last year. I was the only person stacking JDG in the summer. It was like me, and then Prodigy was interested in them, but later, but JDG was my priority stack, and then they started going further and further. And Prodigy was like, I wanted that guy. What was that?
Did you win any leagues with a bunch of JDG or no?
Yeah, I was really profitable last summer.
Nice.
I won the LPL mixed. I think I was in 3 leagues. I won the 100 LPL mixed, and then I got second in the 50 LPL. And then I think like
Kevin beat me in one league and then was
we split. We split, yeah.
Not fixed.
All right, which is the best team in this?
Man,
what is this Jay Creed team? Why did he draft 2 junglers in the first 3 rounds?
Why not? Why not, man?
This guy doesn't have an 80 carry. Oh wait, no, he does. Okay, Elk. Okay,
he only has the top one of the top carries.
He has Elk and Hope. I mean, like.
No,
I really like his
Hope,
team,
and I was confused.
I really like his team. So,
wait, Kev, hold up your drinking to the screen real quick.
Mike's hard.
Oh my gosh!
How many of those did you have when you did the $50 draft?
I was sober for those. I like Stand-Aside's team a lot.
So here's my thought. I like the starting 5 for like Harvey. I like the starting 5 for Moose. I like the starting 5 for Nathan.
Oh, my team sucks, bro.
Yeah, but I really don't like. I don't like your bench. I don't like Nathan's bench.
I don't have a jungler. I don't
like Harvey's. I don't like Harvey's bench.
Catch the fucking ball, Zay Jones. Fuck.
I think.
Kev's losing.
I think okay. So. I don't think he's going to win the league, but I think that I can confidently say the one that I'm most sure is going to make the playoffs is Duke Rules in this one.
Is who?
This one. I think.
Duke.
Duke's got a solid median team.
I don't know if he wins, but I think he makes the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, he could lose to Wandalik.
If Weibo wins the league, just know that Emmerich's only sending me money.
Yeah, I mean, so like if Weibo's good, obviously I like Nathan's team, but
yeah. But they're probably gonna be shit. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I picked them, so
I think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be like 3rd, 4th, and have the upside to win. I think that was a great. I think that I thought I was gonna be one of the only ones that was on them, and then you took Light your first pick in your first draft, and I was like, "Yep, here it goes. Nathan's on Weibo."
Look, either this Nathan, one of 2 things is gonna happen for you. either they're going to start off good and you're going to feel great. They're going to come back after the Lunar New Year and
LNG
just be
went
complete
7-0 to
shit,
start the league.
or they're going to be complete shit from the beginning. Contextually, they're still going to be a playoff team, and you're just going to be hoping that they come back after the Lunar New Year.
And they won't.
That's the same thing with BLG for me. Like the 100% like total BLG guy here. So, Kev, who do you think won? Are we going to go with Corey? We're going to go with Duke. We're going to go with one of the guys on the.
I really like
panel here.
I really like Stand Aside's team, and then Stand Aside, Nathan, and Duke.
Just know that if V5 wins the league, Dan is sweeping.
Oh God!
All right. Well,
I can't do the V5 nonsense again this year.
So here we have a $100 league. So Moose and Kevin, you're going to go ahead and take this. Look, I already know ahead of time. Chastise me for my bench. My bench was just I wanted to go.
You
I think Quinn gives me good.
This was the latest draft to start, and I only got two Rainbow players, even though I had a third pick. Kind of brutal. But I got Crisp, so.
Moose?
The first team is really fucking good. I don't know what you're talking about. The
I appreciate
Kanavi,
it.
Alex
Thank you.
Mark, Zika Scout, like everything is good. I don't know. It's like
I think this Just D team
super
is really
good team.
Just D is good.
You see where he picked Wayward, though? That's like the optimal Wayward spot.
Do we need to
Oh my God!
do we need to do like more people per league? Like is eight too small?
No, 8's the
We
perfect
don't
amount
want to
for the
take every
scoring
single
guy.
player in the league,
The
so,
scoring
like-
guy will get too overwhelmed if there's more than 8 teams.
Dude, I don't want to do more work. Moose, like
Yeah, whoever that guy is.
If we're adding more teams, first place goes to 4x.
I think I made it.
I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, why would I do that?
I told Josh that because Josh is always shitting on how like minus EV our best ball's payout structure is. I was like, I wanted to be 4x this year instead of 5.
Look, man, it's like a win or lose type of situation. Like you win or you lose. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think so. In this one, I think I like Duke rules, Just D, and Emmerich.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, guys.
Duke and Emmerich, I think.
You guys are way low on EDG. They're gonna win the league.
Yeah, I'm low on EDG. That's why I don't like yours.
That's okay.
All right.
Well-
Well,
I have 4 EDG and FPX players. Like I have the teams that I'm high on for no reason.
That's fair.
all right.
right.
Well, let's go into the combo leagues. These are going to be a little bit different. Let's start with the combo league that actually started it all. Let's start with was it the 50 that started? No, it was the 25.
No,
that started
25
it.
started it. Yeah.
I'm 50 either for the combos. That's brutal.
All right, so I am going to sit out this one because I'm the only one that was in this one, and let the three of you decide.
Fuck, you got Mark in the 4th round.
Look who I got in the aftermarket.
Fucking Christ, the amount of yeah, we were talking through this one, Emmerich. The amount of LCK fucking players that were taken in this draft.
Wait,
Oh,
redemption for Kev, the 7th pick.
Wayward number 1. Let's go, Ben OD.
Redemption for. Why are people like this about waivers?
No, don't hate on Ben OD. That guy wins one every year. Every split, he wins at least one league. So me and him are on the Wayward train. Let's go, Wayward.
I don't want to shit on this league too much because I'm in it and I do expect to win it. And I feel like if I take like an early screenshot too much, but like, my God, like the amount of, like you said, Kev, the LCK players, holy crap. Like they're assuming that what Gen G or T1 is going to go undefeated again or something like that. Like,
Dude, they went undefeated and they still didn't score anything in spring. Like they still were never scoring. They literally went like 18-0 and they still weren't scoring as much as the LPL teams. So yeah,
Moose.
Emmerich head and shoulders away. Oh my dear team is pretty good.
I like free rolls.
Well, that's Fearless team. Like Carson. You
got like all these
Carson.
EDG,
Like
FPX.
Popo.
He's got Fofo and Alio. And he's got Deft, former EDG player.
It's interesting that like when you add in the LCK, like everybody's teams start looking really beefy.
hmm
except for Twitter.
That's what I was saying. Like the
I don't know
disparity,
what's
like
happening over
between
there.
Prodigy went 5.
like the disparity between the LPL and like LPL LCK teams were like
Ooh,
were so
with
crazy because
that-
you could get BLG in like the 4th and 5th round in the combo leagues, but they were getting taken in the 2nd and 3rd in the regular leagues. So
Question, Emmerich. I actually, I mean, I have no idea how the fucking scoring works in these leagues. Is this a weekly or just a total for
Weekly.
combos?
This is 2 games. Like 2 games.
Okay, so the combo, it's not just like best ball all the way through. It's like it's weekly with records. Yeah.
and then against
Yeah.
the mean.
Well,
LEC is the only one that is going to do like world style, just
Okay.
because they have some weird schedule where 2
That
teams won't
format
be
is so
involved in half the
strange.
game. So like it sucks for us, but I mean it's probably better for the league.
I think LCK teams are actually not bad in a weekly format, but they are in like worlds format.
See, I think they're better in a world. Oh, I guess then. Never mind.
No. They're better in a world format, but they still suck in this format here.
Well, I'm saying like it would have to be the actual worlds event because they do tend to like they make it far. So
yeah, but like here, like they just like the good LCK teams they're just way ahead of the rest, you know. Like I feel like
Are they going to be though? This split, that's the big thing. I think.
see, my thing was this split. I feel like it did like a 180 from like LPL and LCK last year because I mentioned this to Emmerich a little bit. It was like LPL last year in the spring. I remember it was like RNG, EDG, BLG, LNG,
I'll be right back.
and then a little bit of JDG. Like 5 teams were super hyped that could have won the league, and then where in the LCK it was kind of just like Gen G, T1. And then this year it's kind of just like two or 3 teams. And then in the LPL, in the LCK this year, you got Damwon, T1, Gen G, Hanwha Life, like all of those I think could win.
Look,
So I think it was a little weird.
I think I'll be outside of like T1 going undefeated or something like that. I think that I'm pretty confident my team makes it in the playoffs. I have Kanavi, Iago, Elk, but then I have Mark and Crisp and Zika. I've got whoever's playing top for NIP. You've got Canyon. Like I have a really good team against, I think, the median. I'd be very surprised if my median score was poor.
No, I agree.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
I mean,
I got Crisp in like the 6th round here, or the 5th round.
Yeah.
Like I got Mark. Like these are 2 of the better scoring. I mean, outside of Missing, who went 3rd, which I don't have a problem with somebody taking Missing 3rd even in this draft. But the fact that like these 2 guys, like Chris, has one of the best kill participations of any support. Like and
Not
that
only
he
that,
went this late is
Has
crazy.
to play with light.
Oh my god!
Okay, all right.
He gets to assist every kill in the game.
And I think that there's no better backup to Kanavi than Canyon. Like he's going to have 2 or 3 pop-off games, and he's going to have like 4 games at like 40 points, and that's okay.
Yeah,
I've got Kanavi.
He's gonna have 4 2-0 wins where he scores 45 points.
Exactly. So, but like I have Kanavi, like even in a loss, who's probably going to outscore him. So it's okay. It's all right.
Bold that you'll think JDG will lose the game.
We're gonna lose to EDG and FPX.
They'll lose. Cav, don't worry. They're going to lose to OMG. They're going to lose to OMG. Cav, don't worry.
Even if they
Cav,
lose to
Cav.
OMG, the kill score is going to be like 100 to 100. So.
Cav, declare your winner. Nathan, declare your winner.
No, I mean it's probably you. Like it's
Yeah, okay. Emmerich, that team was pretty good.
Nice, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Paul's team.
Your team's pretty good too.
Immediately, just
I agree with you guys. I think it's my team, free roll, OMD. Those are the 3 I like. I mean, Newman's team actually.
It started off great.
LWX here was just a complete reach.
What happened to take LWX there? Which
and then he backed him up with Betty.
In the chat here, but LWX in the 4th round in the combo. What's going through your head?
This was a team that I think Ben would like to redraft. Going Faker in the 3rd round.
Oh, Faker in the 3rd round. Oh,
absolute criminal. He got roasted.
You're gonna get
for
60 points a game. You're gonna get between 55 and 65 every game, whether he wins or loses.
That's a fair point.
Against the median, that's good. Let's move into the LPL LCK 50. This is a league that Kev is in. So
Wayward
Do we want to remove it and take a look at what you could have drafted? Because we don't have to. You could have taken Jackie Love. You could have taken Chris.
You took fucking Wayward over like just everybody.
Good thing these are free rolls for me.
Perhaps, Kev. Perhaps this is why like somebody might have taken missing to prevent you from taking it. It's just looking, but like we look at Kev's drafting this year, and I'm pretty confident that I'm not spending very much prize money off of these drafts. So
can we send this recording to RPS and just let them know that their league out just does not have.
I need a good image. I've got a meeting with the new CEO in a couple weeks. Like I can't. Like, I need a good image.
I'm sending an email. The man took Wayward in the first round.
Do you need letters of recommendation from me and Nathan?
No, Nathan's gonna try to get me fired.
Nah, I would never.
All right, well, Nathan, let's analyze this. Let's take Kev out of the equation because this team's terrible. Actually, you know what? The difference is actually Kev's the rest of his draft. Actually, now that I look at it, I kind of like it.
That's what I thought. Yeah, 2 BLG players, baby. Let's go.
You got the BLG players, but you got that Scout and Zika combo that you get there. I've
got all the LNG players.
You got.
I like 3 teams, and you're not one of them, Kev. To be fair,
let's take a look.
And the 3 stack of Weibo is also not one of them. Just kind of nuts.
God, I know what team I like. Holy shit!
There's a problem with Jordan. The rest of his team, though.
Yeah, past pick 4, Jordan's team just descends into darkness.
Bro, this whole draft does. Like everybody has this. If I had to pick a winner here,
like 3 guys have good teams. I think I just fucking like Prodigy's team again.
Like, I was gonna say Prodigy and Stand Aside.
Oh,
I kind of like,
but like.
I like
Harvey. Bench
I like Harvey and Bellman. I like that one. I actually like that team quite a bit. I think the Showmaker Canyon, like putting both of those guys, doesn't give you the same type. Look, here's the thing. I think sometimes people are stacking, trying to get the win equity on a team, but like Showmaker Canyon, that whole like Damwon team, year after year has proven not to be like this fantasy bonanza. Like I don't give a shit if they win. Like. They both aren't going to necessarily score well. Like this could be different. It could be a different year.
Hey, you're talking
and if it is, I love his team.
Gaming stand down there. Don't insult Nathan's team like that. He played him every slate.
But 369, Jackie Love, you got Fong. I hate the Faker pick, but you've got Dream, you got Beishan, you got Aiming. I mean, like I like
the draft. TT Curse has a pretty stacked team. The last pick has decent, but yeah, Prodigy and Stand Aside is definitely take the cake in this one for me.
Yeah.
So look, I think Curse's team would be the team that I picked if he instead of Kiera went Crisp. I think Crisp would have been a better pick coming back with Light.
Yes.
And like that makes his team infinitely better in my opinion.
I agree. But at least
Kiera has Crisp fans here. A lot of Crisp fans. All right, let's go to the last league. Wrap this up here. This one, I'm in. Nathan's in.
Moose is in.
And Moose.
Shocker on the composition of my team here. Total shock.
Oh my God, there's so much ED.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, Nathan. Oh wait, show Moose my last team. I have Wayward again.
You should have removed the names first and asked Kev which team was mine.
Should have removed the names and asked Kev which ones were good and like which ones were shit, and he probably would have shit on his teams for drafting Wayward.
I don't hate Wayward, so I'm fine.
Hey Moose, Kev pick Wayward Mark again early.
No, it's just Wayward this time. Wayward missing.
Look at this one. He went missing Wayward, just like
and the combo. He took Wayward second round of the combo.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Kev. Let's break it down. Who's the winner of this draft here?
Remember, I love your team. I like your team. TT Curse. King Jeffrey's got way too many. way too many LCK players.
I mean, like he's oh my god, like he's,
players at least.
Oh my god, he's got 2 LPL players. What the fuck? Okay, so King Jeffrey paid the rake.
King Joffrey's gonna beat the median every week.
King Jeffrey's gonna go 1-1 every week.
Come on.
I did
How
not
many-
notice
how
how
many
much
weeks is it?
FPX and EDG you drafted, Nathan. Those
It's what?
like
It's
look,
8 week. It's 8 weeks. Yeah, 8 weeks.
like how
Yeah, 8 weeks.
mad are you going to be when like
I'll take the
Weibo is
over
actually
on
really
King
good,
Joffrey.
and Weibo goes like 11-5, but like FPX and EDG are just complete shit, and like yeah,
EDG and FPX are the 2 worst teams in the league.
They're gonna be number 1 and 2. Wait, can someone house action on King Joffrey wins in this league?
Oh God.
him winning this league.
He wants to give me actions. I'll take the over on 9 and 7 as a 9 and 7 or better. Well, 9 and 7 will be a push.
So what's that? What's that? 1-1 every week, but
But he takes but a 2-0 1 week. Yeah.
I mean, I think he's going to go on. I'll take the under on that. Yeah, so another 25. What was the other one that we had the 25 on?
I totally don't remember. Let's write them down though. I'll take the. So go back. It's a couple drafts.
It doesn't matter. It's recorded. It's recorded. We'll figure
Are we?
it out.
Are we gonna, Nathan? I would like to take OMG versus FPX straight up.
Yeah. Well, we can throw. I'm gonna write them down. We can throw 25.
All right, bet.
There
Sounds
was. I think there was a show last year where like I bet Kevin on something, and then he like tried to collect, and I didn't remember, and I had to go back and I had to watch the video, and I was like, oh no shit, I did bet that.
You're probably like 35 beers deep at that point.
Yeah, I don't drink as much, and I don't plan on drinking as much this year on the Shark Cove, but I had to bring up the mug for the first show. Like that was the whole.
Let's
thing.
rep the mugs.
Hey, can you send me a mug? This is nuts.
And then I've got the little shark back here.
I can send you a hat, Nathan. Here you go.
No, he wasn't talking to you, dude. He was talking to me.
Oh, we got the
Shark
Sabreson
Cove.
hat.
I got the Sabreson hat, baby. Let's go.
Hold on. Are they in here? That's a good question. Let's find out.
I need to put some of my SaberSim stickers on my RPS Yeti.
Put on the
Underdog hat.
Oh.
It's like we're all committing. Who's your
underdog
committing to?
shirts. I could probably send
Nathan, I got you. I'll show you this.
They sent me like a bunch, and I have not opened them yet. I keep meaning to.
Committing to DraftKings.
Dude, you want to hear something absurd? They can't send anything to the UK. So I get 0 benefits now because my official address is here. So like I don't get a check, and I don't get anything, which is like I'm missing out on thousands of dollars of stuff. I do, however, get still for this year, even though I no longer play there. As long as I make
You're gonna get like weekly chests, aren't you?
Yeah. I get like live events. No, I don't get weekly chests. It's kind of BS.
Don't worry. The chests suck now. They're like 50,
Yeah, they're only
crowns.
it's only crowns now, right?
Just crowns.
So what? I mean, I get those and then use them in the reward store. Better than nothing.
You should fly back to the US every Wednesday to open your chest.
No, because it still doesn't count. 'Cause I'm still a UK-based player.
Oof.
The only thing I get is I still get tickets if I ask for them. But my rep just moved to a different position, so I don't even have a new rep yet. So
My rep, first of all, my rep 1A didn't know my name, and I met him in person. He called me Keith.
Ooh,
His name's Mike. His name's Mike.
is it Mike B?
No, it's not.
Not our Mike B, but is it like the Michael Belanger dude or whatever?
I'm not sure. Moose.
Mike B.
no.
Mike B. is
Mike
the-
B was a VIP at DraftKings, and it's not the same Mike B.
I'm not sure. His name's Mike though, and so I like asked him. I was gonna deposit some money, so I was like, oh, might as well just ask if he's got any fucking deposit bonuses. And he was like, "Sorry, Keith, I don't have anything for you." I was like, "We literally spent 2 days together." And then, like,
He saved you as Keith. That's brutal.
like,
Oh
are
my
you
god.
fucking kidding
He
me?
calls him Keith, bro.
Let me see if I still have the screenshot. Like, I'll show you. Like, this guy called me Keith. I was like, and then I texted him again. I texted him again one time, and then he called me Kevin. And I was like, okay, now he knows my name at least. But
He checked.
I'm
he
the,
checked.
I'm the only silver player on the planet that has a fucking rep.
No, there are others. There are others.
Gugs.
No, I think
What?
Guggs is a legit like diamond player.
He reached
My
out,
rep
I
is
think.
the Brandon guy, the bald guy that didn't care about league at all.
Oh, he was the one that looked like he wanted to kill himself while he was there.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
was
They all
he
did.
was good.
They all did.
Stand there.
Huh?
None of them wanted to be there. Like, and the crowd was going wild, and they were like, "Oh well, super hype, yeah." Like,
I
They
sent
were,
a
just
bunch of
watching,
videos.
they were just watching football in the back.
I believe it.
Me, Emric Moose, and Josh are like screaming in the suite. So, like,
They had amazing food. They really did. The
Their
food
food was
at the
good.
live finals
was
was
good.
outrageously good.
My live
Oh.
final experience was obviously very different from your guys's. One, it was in a physical sport, and then two, I did not come even close to first place.
so you're telling me you didn't have fun at your NBA live final?
Oh no, I had a good time. I did. I mean, met a lot of cool people. Really cool like venue. Came in 96th. So that was brutal. But
You know who else didn't score well? That fucking asshole that stole my spot with a fucking 1,000,000-point Djokovic fucking or a Jokic fourth quarter fucking bullshit. God damn it, dude.
You tried to qualify for an NBA live final, Emric?
he was good. He was in.
I had
first.
like 40 points. I had my 40 points with 5 minutes to go, and then Jokic just went off for like 50 in the last 5 minutes, dude. Like I was
I
legit
can't think of
looking at
anything
flights.
worse than playing an NBA slate and having to watch it in person at a final.
I didn't watch it. I was just
Nah,
I was
it-
chilling in
no,
my
it
bed,
was-
dude. Like,
It was at. I mean, most like the sport live finals they do it like at a Top Golf, and
Yeah.
it's good food, and you can just go out there and hang out and good like. Generally speaking, it's weird. There's like cliques. It's funny. There's like cliques in the DFS community, so like you gotta find your crew and like hang out with them.
I will say that everybody else at the live final, except for our boy Blackleg, I mean, the rest of those guys weren't about it, except for Gordy. Gordy was great, but like the other three
Gordy
people,
was
they
high
just
the
didn't want to do
entire
anything.
time.
They didn't want to drink. They wanted to sit there. If any of you guys are watching, I don't think you are, but holy shit, like there was no energy. It was terrible.
That's
They were
unfortunate.
not hyped.
They were mad because
They weren't
they were mad
sneaking
because
anybody into the. They weren't sneaking people into the suite. They weren't drinking the beers. They weren't eating the food. They weren't throwing up in bars, after the fact. Like it's incredible, dude.
I totally forgot about that video.
Oh, no, it was so disgusting. The entire bar was looking at us.
They weren't fucking charging their valet parking to their friend's credit card.
Okay,
Like,
I paid you back for that. Shut up.
You live.
I
You
want to
live
know
near.
why your card was on it for Moots's room.
because I got there first. And I checked in.
First of all, I
It
want
was
to know
a-
why
it
it
was
wasn't.
a good
it should have-
time, bro.
It
We
should have been
went-
DraftKings card that was on there, not yours.
We went to that sick Falcons game too. That game was fucking wild.
Yeah, shout out Kevin. That was my idea.
Fuck you! I paid you
guys-
back for that.
You guys didn't want to go, and then wanted to leave.
He left early. Yeah, like a
Emric
minute left.
got up,
Emric's like,
Emric
I'm out
got
of
up
here.
out of his seat, walked out, and was just watching from the top. And there was still like 13.
Bro,
points
Nathan,
was
it
gonna
went
be
into
scored in that game.
overtime, and they stopped serving alcohol in the third quarter. Like I wanted to get to the free booze. Like I was ready to go. It was a Falcons Carolina game. Who gave a fuck? My game stack was dead. It didn't matter. AJ Brown had like 10 catches for a
Will
million
definitely
yards.
care. Come on.
stacked the game too because we were going to be at it, and none of our players that we played scored any points other than
It was like an
DJ Moore.
80-point game, and we just somehow like couldn't even
It was like
cash with
38.
it.
It was like 38-35, and no one scored points other than G.
Well, and
other
it
than
started
DJ
off like
Moore.
we had the breakfast, right? And they were serving like mimosas in like little champagne glasses, but they were serving the
Bloody Mary.
like the Bloody Marys in like these like large glasses like this. And I was like, at one point I was like, yo, can I just
Can I get a
can I
mimosa
get it in
and
that
Bloody Mary?
glass? And he's like, yeah. And I was like,
Emmerich
can
was
I
tired
get
of
two of
walking
them?
back and forth to the table.
And so I had like 2 giant mimosas, and I was just like everybody else was struggling. Gordy hadn't even got out of bed. He texted me that he couldn't get out of bed.
Gordy was still high.
He was done.
Gordy was completely high.
I mean, I will tell you that the food for breakfast was complete shit. Like they were the runniest
food was bad.
scrambled eggs. They were disgusting. It was a rainy day in Atlanta. The stadiums are by a place where nobody goes. Me and Moose, when we tried to leave, the day that we were catching our flights, we're trying to catch breakfast. Nothing was open till 11. Nothing. It was incredible. Like we tried, like at 10:55, I went to a lady who was putting out seats, and I'm like, "Hey, are you guys open?" She's like, "Not for 5 minutes." I'm like, "Oh, fuck you." Sorry.
Well, how about the hotel bar that closed at like midnight to stop serving drinks at 11?
They didn't have very good reviews. Okay, like they had some pretty bad reviews about their service, and it was 100% accurate. It was a beautiful city, though. Wonderful.
Beautiful city, yeah. Beautiful.
They got a cool aquarium.
Our boy Blackleg went to the.
I was about to say somebody went to the aquarium. I don't remember who
instead
it
of the
was.
football game.
I've been there at least once with Zoe. It's a cool place.
I think it was just us and the reps that went to the football game, right?
They had a bunch of
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the 2 guys that were there, they went. I know that, but they were mad they had to leave early.
That was awesome.
Unfortunate.
All right.
I'm gonna chicken waffles was delicious.
It's 2:00 here. Dude, yeah, wait, why didn't you just go fucking Waffle House? You could have gone to Waffle House. That would have been open at like 11 a.m.
That's a good point.
There wasn't a Waffle House where we were.
That's just a lie. How many Waffle Houses are there in Atlanta? Isn't there like 200 in Atlanta alone?
They weren't there. Look, they weren't by where
Surely
we were
there.
at.
Surely
Like,
there
that's
was a
the whole
Waffle House
thing.
closed. I couldn't go. I had to leave at like 8:30
There are
to class.
433 Waffle Houses in Georgia. How many of those are in Atlanta? Let's see.
Well, we'll search Waffle Houses by the State Farm Arena, okay? And mind you, we're also
37
walking with our luggage. Look, we tried to go into the CNN Center where there's a food court. Like they're like, you can't bring your suitcases in here. And Moose was like ready to rage. Like he's like, what do you mean? What the fuck are we supposed to do with
Moose
this?
like, you know who the fuck I am? The League of Legends world champion. Give me my fucking food.
He's like, no. I was like, bro, let's just go find something. He's like, no, fuck that. Like let's go. Let's. He was offended by it. He really wanted like the Chick-fil-A or whatever was in there.
There's a Waffle House, a 3-minute walk from the State Farm Arena.
Probably the other direction. You're probably looking the wrong way.
That was in the other Atlanta.
It's probably in the food court. It's probably in the food court we couldn't go into because we had our luggage. That's probably what it is. Because that's in our hotel.
Wait, what hotel did you stay at? Omni.
Continental or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Omni.
It's
Omni at
it's
CNN.
where the CNN Center is.
Yeah, I see Omni. Yeah, you really walk through Centennial Park to the other side, and it's a standalone.
See, we went the other way.
I was on my way to class, so I was not in this.
We got guys watching, making comments in the Discord. Look, yeah, stand aside. I don't drink as much these days. Like I said, I'm down. Send me some mushrooms. We'll eat some mushrooms. We'll do a shark probe. It'll be great.
When is
you
the
guys
slate
next
start?
time? I gotta go sleep.
14th. All right, later. Give me a referral code. Referral code.
Today? What do we get?
Yeah, thank you. I'll put the message in. Thanks.
You haven't done it yet? Jesus.
Dude, you gotta remind me. I'm really bad about things like that.
Holy shit.
What are we getting first?
Yeah.
We're getting LPL.
The first day we get FPX versus WE. Nathan, we know he's slamming FPX, right? We got AL versus IG, and then JDG versus BLG. It's a pretty easy slate, I think.
JDG.
It's day 2 where things get kind of interesting. You got the OMG, RNG, you got the LGD versus RA. Obviously, Moose is pretty one-sided on that, and then you got NIP versus Up. So,
What's the first slate? I think Rita tweeted it out, or LPL fan club, one of the two.
No, FPX, WE, AL, IG, and then BLG, JDG. It's a Saturday. It's next Saturday. It's a week from now.
That doesn't sound like a horrible slate.
I will tell you that the first 2 game slate that we have. Oh, actually, let's put this. Wednesday, the 18th, that slate looks good. The LPL side of it, FPX, BLG, it's obvious. But then you got Top Esports playing their second game against the opening game for WBG.
I think that first game is going to be FPX. Surely is going to be favored against WE. I think they have the lineup for it.
Who's playing in the playoff games? Like we got JDG, LDG. Like, oh my gosh, JDG plays LGD and Up, RA, and LNG. So they have one tough game in their last 4. About these BLGs, TT, Top Esports, IG.
Ooh, OMG.
BLG is not the team that you want to stack to win your championship, but like they'll get you there.
BLG versus IG is an easy win. Ooh.
Yeah, but they
BLG
got
versus
TT,
GS,
OMG.
that's not what you like.
Yeah, no.
Not what you like to see.
Let's see, but Weibo, they have OMG and then NIP, but then they have RAWE. That's.
Do we have any futures?
So I was Bovada's being a little hosed. I was trying to make because I was just gonna bet. Actually, I bet WE at like plus 10,000 or whatever they were.
Why?
I don't know. I think they'll make the playoffs. So whatever.
I don't see anything. I don't
Just
see
Weibo at plus 700. I guess would be the best.
Bovada doesn't have any futures.
No, they do.
It's not that I didn't want a chair thrown at me, Spell. I didn't want it was like we were at the CNN Center. Like I felt it was like a terrorist act. Like I just didn't. Moose is almost Russian. Like he's Russian. Like it was a tumultuous time, dude.
It was a good time. When Josh puked all over the
oh, that was so gross.
It was great. I took a picture. It was great. It was a very memorable evening.
Oh yeah, for sure. Emmerich got lost.
I didn't get lost, dude. I just left.
We lost Emmerich.
He went out for a pack of smokes and never came back, bro.
Just standing in the room with the lights off.
He just left, bro.
Oh
Bro,
my God,
like, yeah, we come in the room. There was like nothing. Pitch black. Emmerich's just standing there doing fuck knows what.
Who knows? I don't know. I wasn't awake.
Emmerich just standing there with the lights off. You have no idea what the fuck is going on. Bovada is not working for me. Oh wait.
No, I got a bet online.
They have him up at Bovada.
So wait, like I was just standing there. You're saying I was just standing.
Bro, we have no idea what you were doing.
We don't know what you were doing. Yeah, you were just standing there.
We don't know what you were doing. We just walk in the room. It's pitch fucking black. We're like, oh, he's not here. They're like, yeah, I'm here. We're like, the fuck?
we're like, well, shit.
It wasn't like you were in the bathroom or something. Like it was pitch fucking black. Like there was nothing in the room.
Awful scenes there for us.
LCK, BetOnline has it. LCK has T1 plus 250, Dam1 plus 300, Hanwha Life plus 300, Gen G plus 700.
Yeah, that's about what Bovada had. Bovada's not loading for me, so.
LPL, JD Gaming, heavily favored plus 150. Top Esports plus 300, RNG
Yeah.
plus 300, Weibo plus 500.
Bovada had it. JDG 150.
Dude, 150 to win the entire LPL is kind of crazy.
That's crazy for LPL.
To win the entire LPL, like Jesus.
All right, well, if you guys want to stick around, that's cool. I'm going to end the show. We will see you guys. Sometime we're going to go over the LEC, the LCS. We'll talk about that, talk about those drafts. We're going to get started tomorrow. You guys can stick around, and we are going to hit the music for the end, and we'll be right back. Well, we won't be back. Jesus
Bye.
Christ.